So we had a very interesting data point out of the U.S. yesterday. Of course, the dominant services sector in the U.S., as measured by the ISM non-manufacturing survey in September, leaping some 6 points or so to a new high for this year, and actually since November of last year. And this came after we posted a 6+ year low in August and a sudden plunge for that month. So a very erratic survey. I think traders didn't know really what to do with it, except, of course, to the knee-jerk of the U.S. yields going higher and the dollar rallying a bit. But it certainly suggests this survey has become very volatile after much more sort of consistent behavior in the past. In any case, it doesn't suggest immediately a near-term risk of recession in the U.S. And then we have an interesting setup ahead of tomorrow's U.S. jobs report, which will be key, I think, for setting the tone for the dollar into that early November FOMC meeting that comes just before the U.S. election, which is on November 8th. And in that light, I do see U.S. yields higher. We've seen dollar yen breaking a key resistance level. However, the other dollar pairs are showing some hesitancy. So we need to see this jobs report as a test for whether the dollar can get something going here ahead of the U.S. election. I think there's some chances that it does if this report is sufficiently strong. We need to see Eurodollar going back lower. Eurodollar is being held back from falling because of the ECB taper story, and other dollar pairs are being held back, especially the dollar versus commodity currencies, because we seem to have a bit of a reflation trade afoot with some of the commodities at the higher end of their range and these commodity currencies doing relatively well. So a real mixed bag here. The dollar not showing consistent strength, and I think we're going to need this payrolls report to tip us off on whether we're going to plunge back into the range and might even risk a break higher in some currencies versus the dollar ahead of the election uncertainty, or whether the dollar can get something going on a broader basis. So let's see how the dollar pivots post-U.S. jobs report.